We're going to start off with a rumor.
Oh, I like rumors.
We're going to churn the rumor mill. So, this one came out at some point this week.
She said.
I highly doubt that any of this is true.
Uh-oh.
Danka,
Pete doesn't
sorry,
usually
I do
repeat
not.
stuff.
No, I don't usually.
Damage.
I know, I don't have that anymore. I wish I did. I'm not paying for
I
Nitro.
do, but it crashes my computer.
I know, so let's not do it. But maybe we can include it at some point in the future.
Just me saying emotional damage.
Nana, clip that. We need that for future reference.
Oh no! But yes.
Yeah, it might be a up and coming segment thing that if there's too many rumors, we might actually call it churning the rumor mill.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Up for that.
This one I thought was interesting enough to mention solely because of what's going on in the world at the moment.
Ooh, right.
So I'm going to admit this is a source that I'm not particularly familiar with, but obviously because it's rumours, going to have to use it. I'm not telling you what the source is until afterwards because it gives the game away.
Okay. All right.
I'm not going to read some of it because obviously it's going to give the game away.
That's what she said.
So a major Czech retailer has listed prices for the Steam machine on a website. Which is smarty.cz or CZ.
Right.
I believe this is interesting for various reasons, but we'll go into it. So the listing states that the 2 terabyte model is going to be just over $1,050, and Alza.cz is listing it as just under $1,200.
Okay.
The 512 gigabyte model is listed at around $950. These are prices pre-sales tax as well.
Oh gosh, right.
Alza is a Slovak sister site that operates in euros, which also has the Steam machine listing. They're currently listing it as 1,010, so euros, which is just shy of 1,200 pre-sales tax.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
It's a lot of money.
But it is Steam, which means that it's probably good for 5 years.
Probably, yeah. The thing that I'm probably more interested about is, in terms of this rumor, is one. This probably falls into line somewhat with the rising price of graphics cards, RAM, and technology as a whole at the moment.
Yeah,
it wouldn't surprise me. But it is also the fact that is it possible that Steam probably did all of this beforehand, built all these components before this major rise, and actually some of the rising cost is probably as a result of the shortages that are being caused by putting together a large-scale console.
Well, it's been in production for a while. Well, it's not production, but been in...
Well, it clearly has been in R&D and development and pre-development, all that sort of thing.
For years?
Yeah. So a lot of this has obviously come about from, apparently, leaks on Steam itself that people have obviously gone into, seen the source code and seen some listings in there.
Right.
So my interesting side of this is, why is this listed on a Czech retailer when Steam mostly sell things through their own storefront anyway? The Steam Deck was only available through Steam itself.
Yeah, when you said it was on a Czech site, my warning went up.
That was mine straight away as well.
Is this bull beep?
Bull dookie.
But I'm going to admit right now, before we finish out and go into talking, I will admit right now, that might be a wise investment. Because I think the consoles and the PCs that are coming are going to be so completely unaffordable that that's going to look like the budget option.
It will, but I think Steam or Valve will only do themselves damage if they have the 2 terabyte version at over 1,000. like $1,000 or £1,000, €1,000, whatever it is, because it becomes less of an impulse purchase and less of a thing for people who want to, the casual gamer, or not the enthusiasts of PC gaming who want a second setup.
I mean, you're correct, but even though I hate this, and I brought it up last week as well, or maybe the week before, I don't remember, but this is taking us back to, I know when Pete and I were teenagers at least, where when your family, because it had to be a family decision, decided to buy a computer.
God damn it.
It became like, we have to discuss this. Is this what we want? Is this, going to last? Which one? It was like it wasn't kind of like we are now. We're so used to it now. Like, oh, I just like that. I'm going to get it. It was a big purchase, big ticket item. Mm-hmm. And I am afraid, I said it last week, I'm going to say it this week, probably say it next week. I'm very afraid that is where we're going back to for a few years.
Unfortunately so, yeah. It's the big ticket price, like big ticket cost of everything. Yeah, I remember the first computer that my family got was, like, I remember my mum and dad discussing that for ages. Yes. And then even then, with them changing onto their first laptop, that was a big discussion as well.
Oh my goodness.
And then like randomly for like when I was 17, it was like, right, I'm going to go and buy a laptop because they're actually affordable.
Yeah, they started to come down in price.
Yeah.
But we talked about that too. Like, I always bring up Alienware before it was purchased by Dell. Mm-hmm. It's very, to the people who are the younger generation, there is a huge distinction between Alienware before Dell and after Dell.
Yep.
Before Dell, Alienware was the top gaming laptop. The absolute top. They did desktops, but people bought them for their laptops. But you were dropping easily on a beginner level.
Nearly $2,000.
Yeah, easily, and actually more probably, because in America it was like $3,000, $4,000, which would be about $2,000 here at the time. And
back when it was 1.5, like.
Yes.
That $1.50 or $2. I remember first time I went to America, It was $2 to the pound. I was like, good God, this is amazing.
Yep. I know, believe me, because I came the other way and I was like, oh, my money's gone. American dollar don't do nothing. But anyway, but my point being that there was no way. I wanted Alienware so bad. Like, I had dreams about it because they were beautiful machines at the time.
They were, yeah.
Very unique. Back then, people had to custom make their CPU housing and stuff like that. Because otherwise, it was just your boring, black or gray. That was pretty
much everything that you got, like, in terms of laptops, desktops, everything was like white,
everything.
Gray, or black.
That's it. And white only came about because Apple decided they would throw white into the mix.
Yeah.
Whereas Alienware had all this cool, like, neon green, neon red, and just different shapes. And they had the weird alien mask head thing that when you closed your laptop, it clicked. And even now I think about it.
And it still and it glows when it was, like, plugged in and turned on.
And RGB at the time, where RGB was still new.
Yep. Which is why it cost you a lot of money.
It did, yeah. And
a lot of redundant parts I'm starting to realise in them.
Yes, I know. But that shows how far we've come. That what used to be crazy luxury, out of reach prices for materials dropped dramatically in the last 20 years. And now we're going back to those days. So the more I hear about the I was going to say Steam Deck, that's not what I mean, the Steam machine.
Yep.
I'm really leaning towards that for my next purchase. I am outside Steam Deck's 100%. I'm buying that in 2 weeks. But as far as like the future of my console, PC, all that stuff that we talked about last week, I am leaning towards the Steam machine, even though it's a huge price tag.
Oh, it is going to be.
I think out of all the options, I think it's going to be the best investment, because I see my purchases, my higher purchase and my biggest, higher purchases has a different meaning over here.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Bigger purchases.
Like your larger spending.
Yeah, larger spending. I see those as investments. So that's like, like my car. I paid cash for my car, but it's a car that's going to last me forever, and it's beautiful, and I love it. But my point being, I see them as investments. And so, yes, my next console, my next PC, or whatever, I'm happy to see that as an investment. I'm happy. Happy is not the word. I can justify spending, we'll say, £1,200 if it's going to last me.
Yeah.
I cannot justify £1,200 on a Xbox console that will be, obsolete in 2 years, because they'll come out with a cheaper Pro version. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do that. I don't know if that's how everybody else does it, but that's how I do it. And so I'm kind of. Yes, the Steam machine, if it comes out at that price, it's a lot. But think of what you're getting with it. Long-term security.
Of course, but the only problem is that you used to be able to, once they first revealed the specs of the Steam machine, people were going to buy build mini PCs for relative cost.
Oh yes.
And I think people might still be able to do that if they buy second-hand parts.
I was gonna say,
and that's probably what people will do if they don't come out at a good price point. But
is it the Raspberry Pi that you can build a PC on?
You can, yes, but obviously it's never going to be quite as powerful as what they're looking to do with this.
No, and it's just, I hate monopolies. I hate being forced obsolescence. I hate being forced to buy something that has parts that, like RAM, that are jacked up globally. But I don't know the way around it currently.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. I don't know how to get around the RAM situation or the GPU situation.
I don't know if there is, and this is the problems. I would like to upgrade my GPU at some point, but I'm not willing to pay the kind of cost for
not paying
an incremental upgrade.
I'm not.
It's a stupid thing.
£5,000 for the next NVIDIA.
Yeah, not doing it.
And the NVIDIA I've got now is crap.
Yeah, I know. It's stupid.
Nope.
But yeah, I look at this and go, I look at the Steam machine and I go, if it comes in at a good price, would it be worth picking one of these up and getting rid of my PlayStation? Sell the PlayStation to do it, or get rid of the Xbox to do it and just buy a 4K Blu-ray player or just a Blu-ray player in general.
I'm leaning towards that. I can't say for definite what I'll do until the day arrives, and I know the specs completely, and I know the prices. But yeah, that's exactly where I'm leaning.
I think I'd much rather have that in my front room, so that I can play PC games there. I've got a PC in my bedroom. It's like a second setup basically.
It is,
but it's a smaller unit to basically just have available and just. Okay, I'm playing. Say for instance, I'm playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Or install it on the Steam Deck. I'm not going to play it on the Steam Deck, but the SD card can then just go straight into the Steam machine, and I'm playing it on a decent setup still, rather than sitting at my desk. I can sit on my sofa, or I can sit on my front room chair.
That's what I want.
And just pick up a controller, Bluetooth adapter, or the Steam controller itself, and go. Cool, I'm there. I'm done. No problem.
I absolutely agree.
No mess, no hassle, no fuss. Quite happy. That's what I'll be using it for, rather than going, okay, well, now I need to see whether I've got this game on Xbox or on PlayStation or on Switch or whatever. And I'm leaning more towards the PC ecosystem a lot more nowadays, and that's been a change of the last 18 months, I would say.
Yeah, well, I mean, we talked about it last week. I'm done with Microsoft. I'm over it. I'm done. I don't think they can do anything to win me back. I am going to say that. No. Remember, I'm an Xbox fangirl to our lovely listeners and watchers. I don't think that Microsoft can do anything to win me, a fangirl, back.
Oh, fuck.
So.
Oh,
hello,